Hello everyone and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. In today's video I am going to be finishing up the Christmas decorating. This will be part 2 of my Christmas decorate with me. I'm going to share some recipes and then also do some cleaning. So we're going to start off with the cleaning. Here I'm just showing you how messy the house is. It wasn't too bad in here, but just a few areas that I wanted to get cleaned before I started decorating. In last week's Christmas Decorate With Me video, we moved the leather couch over here by the fireplace, and a lot of you had great suggestions on where to move this and how to move the couches around, but we ended up just adjusting things a little bit and keeping the leather chair over here by the fireplace. We really love having it there. It's so cozy in the evening to sit by the fire and the Christmas tree, but I did end up moving that little side table back over by the leather chair, and I think that really helps it to not feel quite so crowded, and we like how the layout is working. It's really cozy in here. And if you want to see me decorate the tree and the mantle, all of that was in last week's Christmas video, so I'll have that link down below. Today we'll just be finishing up all of the Christmas decorating here after I'm done cleaning. I'm giving away a little gift in this video. You know that I love Antique Candle Company candles, so I wanted to give away some Christmas candles from Antique Candle Company to one of you. So the winner will receive all of these candles here: Tree Farm, Christmas Day, and then this sample pack here of 4 little candles. Homemade gingerbread, spiced cranberry, Christmas Day, and Tree Farm. These are all amazing scents, and I'm so excited that one of you gets to try out some of their candles because they're amazing. So to enter the giveaway, just like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then just leave a comment down below, and the winner will be randomly chosen from the comments in a couple of days. The last thing I want to clean here is the kitchen, and then we can get started with the Christmas decorating. And after the Christmas decorating, stay tuned. I'll be sharing a recipe for a Christmas treat and a soup recipe that we all loved so much. I think I'm going to make it again this week because it was so yummy, so stay tuned for that. After I cleaned the kitchen, I had to run to some appointments, and so I just started decorating the next morning. So the next morning here, I'm going to start decorating over here in my piano corner. I wanted to add some Christmas to the top of this piano over here, and I found the garland that I had over my mantle last Christmas, so I'm going to put that here on top of the piano. This has got some twinkle lights in it that are battery operated, which is perfect for this corner because there's no plugins over here behind the piano to add Christmas lights, and so I needed something that was battery operated. And then I decided to move the 3 ceramic trees from Hobby Lobby that I put over by the fireplace in the last video. They were kind of hid behind that leather chair, and so I put the biggest one here on top of the piano, and then the 2 smaller ones I added in the corner of the kitchen, and they look so much better in these 2 areas, and I'm going to add a little bit bigger trees too over beside the fireplace. I just ended up adding 2 other pieces to the piano here, this Merry Christmas sign and then also this Joseph, Mary, and Baby Jesus. Both of these are from Hobby Lobby. And then I got out all of the pieces for my nativity set, which is always one of my favorite things to set up every Christmas. I've had this nativity set for years. My mom got it years ago at a secondhand shop, and it's just really special to set up every Christmas. And I set it up this year over here on top of this cabinet that we recently gave a makeover. I got this cabinet from Home Goods. It was damaged. We fixed it and then we painted it, added new handles, put it over here by the door, and it was the perfect spot to set up the nativity set this year.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Now I'm going to sort through this container and see what Christmas decor I want to add to the kitchen, and then I'm going to add 2 little Christmas trees over by the fireplace. I had gotten these little Christmas trees last year. I think they were from Best Choice Products. If I can find a link for them, I'll be sure and link them down below, but I thought it would be cute to have them at 2 different heights over by the fireplace. They have battery operated lights on them, and they were just the perfect thing to put over here behind the leather chair. I'm going to add a few little touches of Christmas to my kitchen shelves. All of this decor I had from previous years, just some pine cones down there on the plate with a few of those Christmas ornaments and a few of those on the top shelf as well, and then the little pine tree I got at the Target dollar spot last year. Added that black jar on the bottom shelf, and that's about all that I did there. Just kept it very minimal. Now I'm going to put away all of this fall decor and then add Christmas decor over in the corner of the kitchen. course, the one round glass ornament that I have is the one that slipped out of my hand and shattered across the floor here. All of the other ones that I have are the non-breakable ones. But of course the glass one is the one that slipped down and shattered here, so I had to quickly clean that up. And then I wiped off the countertop, added a Christmas candle by the sink, and now the kitchen has a few touches of Christmas in here. I don't usually go overboard with the Christmas decorations or any type of seasonal decorations like this. I just try to keep it minimal and just add a few touches of Christmas around this main area of the house. Now I'm working at vacuuming the floors and getting the rest of this mess cleaned up, and I was going to mop the floors as well when I finished vacuuming, but I just ran out of energy. I couldn't do any more cleaning. I'm about a week and a half away from my due date when this video goes live, so I can't do quite as much in a day as I used to be able to, but I'm really happy with everything that I got done on this day. I finished all of the Christmas decorating, did some cleaning, and now we're going to make a treat and then make supper. I think I might have shared this last Christmas on my YouTube channel, but this is our favorite Christmas treat to make. So I had to share it again this year because they're so yummy. So on your parchment paper here, you're going to line up your square pretzels, and then you're going to unwrap all of your candy cane kisses. This is probably the most time consuming part, and so extra hands in the kitchen to help with this are always nice. But once you get all of the candy cane kisses unwrapped, you'll put them on top of all of your square pretzels, and then you will put this into a 200-degree oven for just about 4 minutes. You want to keep an eye on it because you don't want them to melt too much. I let mine melt just a little bit too much, but once the 4 minutes is up, pull the pan out of the oven and put your Christmas M&Ms on top right away, and then you'll put these into the fridge until they're completely cooled off. They are just so yummy, great to make with the kids. I would highly recommend trying them this Christmas. so now it's time to start supper. I'm going to make a vegetable soup tonight. I started off by washing some red potatoes, getting those all diced up, and then I also had my ground beef cooking over on the stove. This is an easy one-pot meal, so I had my meat cooking in my big kettle, and then I'll drain the grease off of that, and then I can just add in my potatoes and everything to cook right in the same pot. The meat's done cooking, I drained off the grease, and now I'm adding in all of these diced red potatoes, and then I added in a whole box of beef broth. I filled up that box about halfway full then of water, poured that in there as well, stirred it up, put the lid on top, and then I just let that cook for a while. Once the potatoes were about halfway done cooking, I poured in the frozen mixed veggies, put the lid back on top, cook that until the veggies and the potatoes were completely done. Once everything was done cooking, I added in a can of tomato paste, stirred that up, added salt and pepper, and now your soup is ready to eat. It's so yummy and such an easy soup to make for the winter time. Soups are some of my favorite things to cook during the winter time. They're just the perfect comfort food. And growing up, my mom made a lot of vegetable soups, and she would always serve them with white saltine crackers. I didn't have any on this evening, but white saltine crackers would be really yummy with this vegetable soup. So that is going to be it for this video. After supper, we just hung out here in the cozy living room. This is just our favorite spot to be ever since setting up the Christmas decor. So I hope that you enjoyed part 2 of my 2021 Christmas Decorate with me, and you've enjoyed getting to see me add some touches of Christmas to our house. Thank you so much for watching, and we really appreciate each of you watching and supporting our channel. Don't forget to enter that little giveaway, and we'll see you in a couple days with a new video. Bye!